Welcome back, everyone, to Trina's Eats and Treats. I hope you all had a great week this week. So, for today's video, we are going to do a Trina's Treat. And you all know by now, a Trina's Treat is a cookie, a dessert, a snack, something. So this week, we are going to make snowballs. Now, this recipe comes from my mother, and she has been making these snowballs for as long as I can remember. So it's a recipe she's been using for years. And every time they come up to visit, she always brings me cookies. And all the cookies are absolutely delicious. But these snowballs, there's something about them that I think I could eat a full tub by myself. They're so good. So that's what we're going to make today. And you all know my recipes are really simple. This recipe is only 9 ingredients. And a lot of this stuff you're already going to have in your pantry. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make Mom's snowballs today. And we're going to go from start to finish as usual and do our taste test. So let's get started with our ingredients. So I already got my burner on, and I got my burner on about 6. And basically all it is we are melting the 9 ingredients and mix them together. Whatever needs to melt, melts. Mixing it all together. And then we chill it at the end in the fridge, and then we meet back air and we roll them into balls and we roll them into more coconut. So we're going to get started with the ingredients. The very first ingredient that you need is a 1/2 cup of butter. Now I already have that in my pot melting, as you can see. You all know by now I use the Scotsburn salted butter. And that's what that is, the Scotsburn salted butter, and it's a 1/2 cup. The next ingredient that you need, so I just got to wait here for a minute now because this butter is already almost melted because I turned it on just a little bit before the video started. So we're going to finish melting this butter. All right, so the butter is just about melted. So a 1/2 cup of Scotsburn salted butter, but you can use any brand, of course. My next ingredient is a cup of white sugar, white granulated sugar. White sugar goes in, gets mixed together. Mix it in with the butter. So all we've got so far is our butter and sugar. Okay, that's mixed in nice. Now, the next ingredient is, I don't want the spoon to fall. The next ingredient is a 1/2 cup of Carnation Milk. Now, anybody who's watching this video from Newfoundland, you all know what Carnation Milk is. I'd say you'd be hard pressed to go in any Newfoundland home from St. Anthony to Cape Spear, St. John's, and not find a can of Carnation Milk. And this is full fat carnation, a 1/2 cup. A Newfoundland staple in every household, I think. So a 1/2 cup of full fat carnation milk. That goes in. Continue mixing. Oops. That looks really good. So that's your first 3 ingredients. That's mixed up really well. Your next ingredient is 4 tablespoons of cocoa. So we're going to do our cocoa. 1, it's 4. 2, 3, 4. So you got your 4 tablespoons of cocoa. And I gotta wash my hands here for a second, folks. Wash the cocoa off. And then we're going to mix that in. 4 tablespoons of cocoa. Oh my, this is starting to smell good now, folks. This smells really, really good. I'm not kidding you. I think this is the best snowballs I've ever had. You'll really enjoy this recipe. Now, I don't know if I'll make them as good as my mom, because she makes the best snowballs. All right, 4 tablespoons of cocoa is mixed in. Then the next thing that goes in is 1 cup of white mini marshmallows. Just any mini marshmallows, doesn't matter the brand. 1 cup of white mini marshmallows. That goes in. Now we're going to mix that in. I'm going to turn up my oven or my burner on about 7, because I want those marshmallows to melt. This is going to just take a little bit longer for those to melt into the sauce. Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because if you could only smell how good this smells. Okay, the marshmallows are starting to melt into the liquid now. At this point, it almost smells like something it almost smells like hot cocoa, is what it smells like at this point. Oh, okay, now the marshmallows are melted. Now the next ingredient that goes in here is a full cup of mini chocolate chips, milk chocolate. So a full cup of milk chocolate chips. They're a little bit close to the burner, so they're starting to melt already. Now I'm going to turn it down a little bit more on like 5 again, because it's really getting warm. Oh my goodness, folks, does this smell ever good? I feel like putting a spoon down in it and just eating it like it is. Okay, that's mixed in. Now here's what it looks like so far. It's just like a chocolate. That's what it looks like, just plain chocolate. But of course you've seen all the ingredients that goes in it. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You know I love my vanilla. One teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that in. And then the next ingredient is 1 cup of coconut. This is just shredded, sweetened coconut. A full cup of that goes in. Oh, wow. Does that ever look good? And the last but not least ingredient, and I'm going to take this off the burner now because those rolled oats, they just got to go, you know, just mixed in with it. So it's 1 cup of rolled oats. 1 cup of rolled oats. There we go. 1 cup of rolled oats. Actually, I will put it back for just a second. Oh, does this ever smell good? So again, folks, I'm going to tell you the ingredients while I'm finishing stirring this up. It is 1 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of carnation milk, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, 1 cup of mini marshmallows, 1 cup of milk chocolate chips, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of rolled oats, and 1 cup of sweetened shredded coconut. And that's the 9 ingredients that goes in. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't talk about this. This is a bowl, an extra bowl of shredded coconut. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to now put this in the fridge to harden, because you can't roll this up in balls now because it's too soft. So here's what it looks like. So the next step is to put this in the fridge for probably 3 hours so that it can harden. And then what happens is we'll take it out of the fridge, we'll roll it up in balls, and then we'll roll it in the extra coconut. It is to die for. It is so good. So that's what I'm going to do now, put that in the fridge. I'll meet you back here in about 3 hours. We'll roll a couple up, have a taste test. I'll see you in about 3 hours. Welcome back, everyone, to Trina's Eats and Treats. Okay, so our mixture has been chilling in the fridge now for a while. So the only thing left to do is do our taste test like we normally do. Now, I will say, you can spoon these up as big or as small as you want. If you're having somebody over or you just like a little bite-sized cookie, well then do a small little snowball. But if you're having people over and you like for them to be a little bit bigger, make them as big or small as you want. So we're going to do up one here and do a taste test. All right. So we're going to take it up. I just washed my hands. We're going to do up the snowball. And we are going to basically dunk it in sweetened, shredded coconut. So you're going to do this with every single one, as big or as small as you want. About the snowballs can be as big or small as you want. So this is the end result, folks. Here's your snowball. So I'm going to do a taste test, of course. It is absolutely delicious. I promise you, if you make these snowball cookies, you are going to love them. They're absolutely delicious. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Continue with the comments. I love reading your comments. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you consider doing so because it would help me a lot. I'm going to go now and enjoy the rest of my snowball. It's absolutely delicious. Until next time, make someone smile today, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.